What's up guys, Matt back again, and welcome back to another community-driven video. Today, we are going to be discussing our top 10 most desired Masterlise figures for the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai arc. Before we dive into today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials for the latest updates and behind the scenes content. Check out the description below for helpful links on how and where to buy the products featured in my videos. Also, join our amazing community on Discord. We would love to have you there. And of course, if you're feeling generous, consider becoming a YouTube member. Not only will you support the channel, but you'll have a chance to win brand new Dragon Ball figures every month. As always, I'd like to thank this comment right here for suggesting today's video. If you want your comment featured at the beginning of one of these videos, comment it down below in the comment section. And if you're the first one to suggest an arc or a character or desired Masterlise from a certain arc that we don't have yet or that we haven't done a video for yet, then I will put you at the start of one of these videos. But yeah, the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai arc, one of my favorite arcs in all of Dragon Ball. It hits hard, and it's a wonderful transitionary arc into Dragon Ball Z from original Dragon Ball if you're an anime-only watcher. It's very cool, has lots of highs, and yeah, it's just fast-paced and hits hard. Straight to the point, obviously, a lot of moving parts. It's like part 2 to the Piccolo Daimao arc, but I do count that arc as a completely separate thing because it has a definitive start and finish to it. So I do like this arc quite a bit, and I think there's quite a lot that we can do from this arc. Even though we got a lot of figures in 2024 for this arc with the Fierce Battle at the Tenkaichi Budokai set. But without further ado, let us dive right in, starting with probably one that a lot of people are expecting to see on this list, and it's going to be Goku with his weightless outfit. So that's no shoes, no blue gi, no wristbands. This is specifically like him at the start of his fight with Piccolo, Ma Jr. in the Tenkaichi Budokai. I think a lot of people just want to see this look from Goku in general, whether it's from this arc or it's from the Saiyan arc. But since he did it first in this arc, and you know, this depiction of him about to have a showdown with Piccolo Jr., I think is way more iconic, so I think it would go super hard, and frankly, I think the color palette from the anime would look fantastic on a figure like this. If they do want to do like manga colors, I do hope they kind of do the 2 variations of colors for this, because in the anime, like Goku's gi is red, and instead of blue, he's got black. So I really do like that color palette. It's very unique and different for Goku. It's basically Kid Goku all grown up. So I would love to see that. It would make it a little more unique for me personally. But yeah, Goku obviously is one of our picks on this list, starting it off. And of course, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to, you know, want this depiction of Goku without Piccolo at the start of the fight. Now, one of the big reasons that I wanted this one is because Piccolo doesn't really look like this that often, where he's missing his cape but still has the turban on. Like, we don't see that very often. I don't even know if we ever see that again, really. My memory might be off, but I don't remember Piccolo rocking this look ever again in Dragon Ball. So it is very unique for Piccolo, and it goes alongside the Goku that we chose perfectly. So not only would it bring something unique, since we already did get a Piccolo from the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, but you know, it's just something different for Piccolo. More Piccolo, the better, but I do want to see more unique takes on the character. And obviously him being the main villain of the entire arc, you gotta have him. And until we really get more representation of Piccolo as much as possible, we're probably going to keep requesting different types of Piccolos from this arc. So yeah, Piccolo is here. Did I say Piccolo? I meant Piccolos, because he is not the only one on the list. There is one more that we chose, and you're probably going to guess it. Yes, we picked Giant Piccolo during his fight with Goku. So this is a technique that Piccolo shows off, that he can grow very large, and it's something that we never see again until Superhero, which is hilarious because Piccolo just forgot. But I mean, he didn't totally forget. I think he just kind of realized, like, yeah, this thing is sort of useless. It has more drawbacks than, you know, benefits. But it is something different for Piccolo, and I would really love to see, you know, a Masterlise extra of Giant Piccolo. It would go really well as a big centerpiece for a 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai shelf or display of some sort. So I think that would be really awesome. Plus, Piccolo's super battle damage like this, it looks very similar to the Masterlise we got last year of him defending Gohan from Nappa. So if they could replicate, you know, that outfit a little bit, but make him humongous, that would be awesome. If you want to throw in some accessories in there, like, you know, the bottle or something like that, maybe, I don't know. But Giant Piccolo, regardless, I think should be on this list and would be a very unique Piccolo figure. Moving right along, we do have a character that I almost expected to see in that 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai list, and it's Shen. Shen is obviously the disguise for Kami to enter this tournament. He takes over an old man's body and uses it in order to participate and kill Piccolo or seal Piccolo if he possibly can. But yeah, by the way, I think he's called Hero in the dub, which frankly, that makes no sense. Why is he called Hero? Shen, it makes sense that his name is Shen because it's short for Shenron, and Kami created Shenron. So I don't know why the dub chose to call him Hero. It just doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense to call him Shen. Anyways, Shen, we did get a Dragon Archive of Shen in the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai set that we got, but it's a Dragon Archive, so it is a really good indication sometimes that, you know, Bandai sees the character or the reference and they're like, hey, maybe we'll do a Masterlise of that one day. He's not an incredibly popular character, but he is a notable character throughout this arc because it's Kami in disguise, and, you know, before you even find that out, you know, it's just like, whoa, who's this old guy with all these powers and strength? So Shen is definitely one that I would love to see from this arc. All right, it's that time that we shout out the Gooners out there. I had to fight for her. No, I didn't have to fight for her. It was pretty unanimous. We all chose Bulma from this arc, and I think this is a wonderful look for her. It would be even cooler if she came with an umbrella from the beginning of the arc when everybody's meeting up and seeing, you know, everyone grown up after the time skip. Bulma is notably, like, she's a young woman now. I think she's about like 21 or 23, something along those lines. So she's certainly, you know, a lot, you know, she's not an old woman or anything like that, but she's a young adult now. And, you know, Toriyama does a really great job of depicting that with her style. She has more, like, some makeup on. Her hair looks a little more mature. You know, yeah, I love Bulma. So seeing more Bulma in Masterlise would make, I think, a majority of us happy. So if we say it all the time, right? Like, if they just did an Ichiban Kuji set of different Bulmas, they could make that a Kuji series, frankly. If they only did like 4 or 5 Bulmas a set, they could still do like 3, 4 Ichiban Kuji sets of different Bulmas. So regardless, this is a look that I would love to see, and if they can throw in the umbrella, that would be a really awesome accessory and would even match the Goku with his umbrella in this arc. All right, time to have some fun. We're gonna get this one out of the way because I think he's the most useless character in all of Dragon Ball, but, you know, he did kind of stand out a little bit with how unique he was when we were choosing these picks. So we're gonna announce Chaozu when he shows up after the time skip. So he's like wearing like a little hat, and he's got like a sash over him from traveling with Ten Shinhan. Chaozu only has the one Masterlise, and I don't really know if it justifies to get him that many more after the one. I do think that the Warriors Who Defend the Earth set has aged not poorly, but hasn't aged as great as some of the other ones, because I feel like some of the figures in that don't scale as well with some of the modern Masterlise figures. So if they did want to, you know, do another Chaozu and update his size, kind of like they did with Oolong and Puar in this year's set, I think that would be really cool to see. But yeah, Chaozu doesn't get a lot of love, you know, and that's kind of deserved. He's pretty useless. But if we were going to choose one, I think it would be cool to get something a little more unique from his first appearance back after the time skip. And obviously a really good accompanying piece, which could even be a Masterlise Plus with Chaozu, would be Ten Shinhan. This is another very unique look for him. These are all looks for characters that, like, they never have done before or did after, frankly. So he matches perfectly with Chaozu. They're wearing the exact same thing, actually. So it would be really cool to see both of them in a matching outfit like this. And Ten Shinhan only has the one Masterlise from Warriors Who Defend the Earth. So like I've been saying, like I think a lot of those characters kind of need an updated release. And more releases of them, frankly. So Ten Shinhan wearing this outfit would be very cool to see. I love Ten Shinhan. I think he really gets shafted after the Piccolo Daimao arc. And it's kind of sad. Like the only big moment he has after that is when he's fighting Cell. And even then, it's just like buying time. So Ten Shinhan is awesome. This is a great look for him, and I would love to see it as a Masterlise. All right, unsurprising, next up is Yamcha Roga Fufuken in his unique outfit when he returns from the time skip. Now, Yamcha doesn't look all that different. He does have more scars. This is when they introduce like more scars on his face because I guess he's been going through rigorous training. This is basically his peak. Now, no, I'm lying. He peaks after he trains with Kami. Then he peaks, which is literally the arc after this. But yeah, Yamcha does have a very unique outfit here. It's like this weird like jacket robe thing with like these interesting like shoulder pads. I don't know. It is very interesting. It does make Yamcha look more like a fighter who's been traveling abroad. Not as much as Ten Shinhan and Chaozu, but you know, he does look a little bit different in this outfit. So it's definitely different from his Kame-gi and the Yamcha that we're getting from his first appearance in the Son Goku's training Kuji. But I think this would just be another one that is very unique. It'd be an awesome callback to this arc. And, you know, Yamcha is, you know, in a way pretty popular. He got his own manga, so I don't see why we can't request more Yamcha figures to come to Masterlise. And of course, we do have one more of the Earthlings before our final pick of this set, and it is Krillin when he comes back from the time skip. And I think he looks the best out of all four of them, like Chaozu, Ten Shinhan, Yamcha, besides Bulma. I think maybe Bulma's the best, then Krillin, then I'm going to say Ten Shinhan, and then Yamcha, and then Chaozu. I put Chaozu last because I hate him. But Krillin looks cool. Like, he's got his Kame hat on. He's got his name on his shirt so you don't forget who he is. He just looks like, I don't know, he's like dripped out, bro. Like, he's just like, yeah, I'm business. What's up? Like, he's just so cool in this outfit. And the confidence that he exudes is very awesome. Plus, this is the first time that he sees Goku after dying. So he hasn't seen Goku in 3 years, which is very, very cool. It's a little, they get that little moment where he's like thanking Goku for, you know, beating Piccolo and bringing him back to life. So I think that's great. It's a great look for Krillin. Krillin has so many great looks. In fact, I don't know why we don't have more than like 3 Krillin figures, and one of them is a straight recycle of the other. So I want to see more Krillin. And if we are, oh, I'm sorry, we got 4 now because we got Kid Krillin coming. But I want to see more, and this one would be a very unique one to get. And finally, technically, it depends what you count. If you count the aftermath of the Piccolo Daimao arc, this character first appears, but I feel like the aftermath of the Piccolo Daimao arc, once Goku agrees to start training with Kami, that's kind of like the beginning, I feel like, of this arc. So really, you can count that little section either as the end of Piccolo Daimao or the beginning of this arc. I'm going to count it as the beginning of this arc because the final pick on this list is 100% my most desired Masterlise from this arc, Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo was shafted in 2024. He should have been in the Temple Above the Clouds Kuji. Instead, they replaced him with a stupid dinner plate. And we all know there's no, everyone who's like, he's a racist character. No, he's not. If Japan thought he was a racist character, he wouldn't even appear in Daima. He appears in like 2 or 3 episodes of Daima prominently, like with voice lines and everything. He's not like hiding the background anything. So I don't want to hear that. If you're saying that, you're ignorant and you're dumb. Mr. Popo is one of my most desired Masterlise figures. He's one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball, and he is #1 on this list. Hashtag Kuji for Popo. It's back, baby. But that's our list, guys. Please let us know your list for the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai. What are your most desired Masterlise figures from this arc that we don't have yet? And what do you think of our list? I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you made it this far in the video and you enjoyed it, then please leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you want to join our growing community of awesome Dragon Ball collectors and enthusiasts just like you, then hit the Discord link in the description below. That way, you can jump on in. It's free to entry for everybody, and you can start discussing stuff with us. If you want to go even further beyond with supporting the channel, then consider becoming a YouTube member starting at $3 a month, and your generosity will be greatly appreciated here. And finally, if you want to take part in our regular monthly giveaway, our $10, $15, and $20 members all have chances to win Crane figures, Ichiban Kuji figures, and entire Ichiban Kuji sets. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. So until the next video, I will see you all later.